Sea of Thieves have recently dropped this new Order of Souls outfit into the clothing stores. Not only does it have a heavy price tag, but it's also locked behind being level 75 in the Order of Souls trade. Fortunately, skulls can be worth quite a bit of gold, so with this guide you'll be dripping with style in no time. If you're new around these parts, my name is Wizard and I make educational Sea of Thieves content. Order of Souls is my favourite trade and I really love the new clothing set, particularly those gloves. Don't they look so cool? So I wanted to ensure everyone had the right info on how best to unlock this new outfit. The first thing every new beginner pirate needs to do is purchase a voyage from the Order of Souls tent, from any outpost. Bounty quests send you to islands to defeat skeleton captains and their crews. When you arrive at the island marked on the parchment, you'll begin to hear music that gets louder depending how close you are to the location of the captains. As soon as the skeletons see you in the correct area, they'll begin attacking you, so make sure you're stocked up on fruit before you get there. As you progress through your levels, the types of skeletons you could come across will vary. There are 4 types of skeleton captains: normal, gold, plant, and shadow. Normal captains are defeated in 6 to 7 sword lunges. Gold are susceptible to fire, so having fire bombs or gunpowder kegs around can be useful in wiping them out quickly, especially if you group them together. Plant skeletons can be destroyed easily with swipes of your cutlass, and shadows need to be lit up with your lantern or with a white flare found in your cannon barrel. Be warned though, the white flare can be seen by other ships and they will know where you are as a result. Once you've killed the captains assigned to your quest, a skeleton skull will drop and these can be handed back to the Order of Souls representative for a tidy profit. The second type of voyage that can be purchased is called the Ghost Fleet. You have to be level 25 to unlock this. It will test your naval skills as you cannon ghost ships that circle around the island stated on your parchment in your quest wheel. There will be 2 waves to this voyage, the minions and the boss. As you approach the island, you'll begin to hear the music and ghost ships will begin firing ghostly cannons at you. These can range from phantoms, which will put a hole in your ship, fire phantoms that act as a firebomb would do, and wraiths, which will give you 3 holes, like a gunpowder keg explosion would do. To defeat these ghost ships, you need to successfully hit each ship 3 times with a cannon. If you run out of cannons, using your fire, blunder and chain shots will also act as additional cannons. For solo sloopers, I recommend staying around the outside, keeping the ships on the inner circle. This will give you time to recover and move away should you need to. For larger or more confident crews, weaving in and out can help with your positioning and attacking more ships quickly. It depends on your naval experience and whether you have a crew that can manage the bilge/helm portion of the voyage of when you are attacked. I also recommend raising your sail to half-mast, to give yourself enough manoeuvrability to dodge or pick up loot crates when they drop. Once you have successfully defeated the first wave of ships, a boss will spawn. Depending on your level will mean there will be multiple captain ships to defeat. These ships take approximately 10 cannon hits to defeat. If you remove the minion ships surrounding the captain, then you won't have as many cannon phantoms being flung your way. For every captain defeated, you will receive either 4 or 5 skulls of the damned and a captain skull of the damned. There is also a chance that you could come against a 3rd ship called the Burning Blade, which is Flameheart's flagship. This will take significantly more cannons to defeat, typically around 30. When you defeat this ship, you will not only gain additional skulls of the damned, but an extra storage crate of the damned too, which will contain a variety of cursed cannonballs exclusive to this voyage or the world event. The skulls of the damned will go for a significantly higher gold and reputation rate than your standard bounty skulls, but will require your ship to be a lot more stocked to begin with. There is also a chance of an opposing ship intervening into your voyage, giving you the feel of high risk, high reward. When you reach level 15 in Souls, you'll be able to purchase an Emissary license. You can raise your Emissary level by picking up skulls, putting skulls in your ship, defeating skeleton ships or megalodons. For each tier you reach, you'll receive a bonus amount of gold and reputation, so it is worth getting an Emissary flag as early as you can. But be warned, when you choose to raise an Emissary, you are accepting that you understand that other ships will be more inclined to sink you. Stolen flags can be sold to the Reaper's hideout for a decent amount of gold and work towards specific Reaper accommodations. That being said, when you do reach tier 5 in Order of Souls, you'll get access to an Emissary Quest. This quest is another bounty voyage with multiple maps. Every captain will drop a villainous skull that you can hand back to the trade at the outpost of your choosing. If you prefer to level up your souls, more ad hoc activities, world events might be the route you choose to go down. Within each event, they will reward a variety of skulls. Some are featured in the bounty quests, such as villainous skulls, whereas others are more specific to the event. Ashen winds can be spotted by the red swirling tornado coming from the middle of an island. Fight against Flameheart's Ashen Lords to claim the selection of Ashen Treasure and the exclusive Chest of Rage and Ashen Skull. Ashen Skull has a base value of 10,000 gold, which can then increase based on your emissary level. Alternatively, you can practice your naval skills in the skeleton fleet. Hurl your cannons at the skeleton ships that come up from the very waves themselves in a battle for plunder and glory. Each ship will drop a range of loot from chests, skulls and merchant crates to ashen keys and chests. After 3 waves, the final 2 ships will drop a selection of loot plus skeleton captain skulls. These in particular are worth a high amount when boosted by your emissary bonus and will contribute to your trade level rising. You can also take on the Burning Blade, which is a larger scale version of the Ghost Fleet Voyage, just with additional round and more captain ships. Whereas the forts are split between 3 types: normal, Fort of Fortune and Fort of the Damned. Normal forts are mixed into the carousel of world events like Ashen Winds or the Fleet, where you fight waves of skeletons and a boss. The loot you gain will be a mixture of the 3 main trades, but looking out for those stronghold skulls will see your emissary and reputation increase when you hand them in. Fort of Fortunes are similar to regular forts, but you'll hear the sound of one spawning right across the map. You'll also see a bright red skull in the sky above the active fort. The vaults are filled with Athena treasure, and while some of the loot items will be useful for Order of Souls, such as mermaid gems, I would personally recommend other ways of ranking up. Then you have the Fort of the Damned, with a cold, red-eyed skull in the middle of the map. This is a player-activated fort, and inside are mermaid gems and skulls that you can use to level up your soul's reputation, amongst other loot. But wait, there's even more ways to level up your souls. Enter in Treasuries and Fortresses. Dive beneath the waves and discover the underwater treasuries located in the various regions across the map. Much like a fort, you'll battle in hand-to-hand combat against various ocean crawler foe to eventually defeat the treasury boss. By unlocking the vault, you'll find yourself surrounded by coral treasure, and you'll stash them away in a mermaid statue. Then, when you think it's safe enough time, you can collect your stored treasure whenever you want from the mermaid that spawns above the treasury. You can collect straight away, or you can wait to the end of your sail. Either way, it's ready for collection when you are. Fortresses, on the other hand, are guarded by phantoms and can be activated any time. The phantoms are usually taken out with a shot of your gun or a few slices of your cutlass. After multiple waves of enemies, the fortress boss will appear. Defeat him and you'll have access to the vault key. These fortresses were designed for players with not a lot of time, so the loot stack is significantly lower than the world events or a voyage, but the barrels are stocked with a ton of supplies, so I'd recommend starting your sales here as you continue your adventures. All in all, you'll be slicing and dicing those skeletons, all in the name of the Order of Souls. You'll reach level 75 in no time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment about what your name would be if you were a captain on the Sea of Thieves. See you on the seas!